Bitcoin is finally bouncing and we are even seeing some altcoins breaking out. In today's video, we are going to have a look at the most important charts right now, the stablecoin dominance, Bitcoin, altcoin charts, and in specific, some individual altcoins that are looking very interesting. And we are going to talk about the end of the video about some rumors that I'm seeing online from other content creators about the wealth transfer. So guys, let's jump straight into it. And guys, we really could be using a boost for the channel, so make sure to leave a thumbs up because that's always very helpful with the videos. Guys, now let's jump into the stablecoin dominance, and now it's very interesting what we are seeing right here, because we had this inverse head and shoulders formation, right? We have here the left shoulder, head in the middle, right shoulder. Right now it looks like we are testing the neckline, very important point, because we actually want to break this support. And looking at the relative strength index is definitely possible. And if we could be seeing this resulting in a fake out, so this eventually just comes down, that would be very bullish for Bitcoin and the crypto markets in general. There's no confirmation right now that that is going to happen, but what I like to see right here and what we are seeing the relative strength index losing already this uptrend. So we have an uptrend right here in the price, created roughly from the middle of October right here, and the price still has to test this uptrend, but on the relative strength index we are already falling below it and we have a lot of space to go down, which makes me think that most likely the price will break down as well, because price often follows RSI. That's pretty bullish for Bitcoin and crypto in general. Then let's go to Bitcoin, guys. Bitcoin seeing so far pretty nice bounce. We are almost trading at $92,000. I think the bounce can definitely go slightly higher than where we are right now, even though we would be in a bear market. I think the bounce could even go as high as $108,000 to test, of course, this level. If we were to be in a bear market, then we are going to do something like this, you know, have a rally, relief rally, so to say. We get tested right here, and maybe even a little bit earlier. Maybe it doesn't reach that point. And then we are going to get rejected and we are going to see lower levels. Is this going to happen? I don't know. I see this is a little bit the consensus right now online. Many people are talking about this, so always got to be a little bit careful of that. But later in the video we are talking more about strategy with the wealth transfer. If we look at the relative strength index patterns, which we are doing lately a lot, then we can see that this is an interesting pattern. We have kind of like a declining channel, sort of like falling wedge formation, completely different pattern than what we are seeing in the price. I actually like this because I compared the dump we have seen right here. I compare that sometimes with the dump we are seeing right here. We have a rising channel and bam, everyone thinks we go up and bam, we just come down. Here was the exact same thing. We have a rising channel, 5 waves up. Everybody thinks we are going to go up, bam, we go down. Everyone thinks we are going to go down and bam, we go on a rally. We also had here kind of like a declining channel where we from support just bounced up. So when this was going up and sideways, the relative strength index was going down. And right here we can see it also, when this is going up, the relative strength index is coming down. So there's a lot of space for this to go up. There are no it's not really a signal that you can use from, this is 100% going to happen. But, you know, it's not an overbought RSI signal right here. You know, so I would say this is actually a positive sign. Now we are going to and this looks even better probably. This is the total crypto market cap without Ethereum and Bitcoin. Also getting a decent bounce. We reclaimed the first resistance. Like I said right here, we have this declining channel we broke down. If we get rejected from that former support turning into resistance, very bearish. We didn't do that. We actually broke back into this channel. Generally that's a bullish sign, but we want to see some follow through. But again, guys, the relative strength index is pretty bullish because we have this falling wedge formation and looks like we could be breaking out any moment right here. And breaking out would mean that we break a resistance created in July. So that's a resistance of almost half a year of going down in the momentum, right? So we're already half a year in the momentum, like going down. So once that breaks and the momentum goes into new market territory and a new market structure, I would assume that that is going to bring new market structures in the price as well, new and fresh momentum. Yeah, so that is very interesting, guys. If we have a look at some altcoins in specific, then it would make sense for them to bounce. I'm just taking some random altcoins right here. We have Cardano right here. Relative strength index, really low, like very low. As you can see, the previous times we were at this low, we had seen a rally. The previous time we were slightly above that low. We have also seen a rally, all from this support level. Right now we are again from that support, and the relative strength index is super low. So, I mean, it would really make sense to get a bounce right here, right? Then looking at Dash is actually looking very good, guys. We had a breakout of this macro pattern from the 7-year formation. Beautiful. We had a rally, big rally, all the way up to $160 almost. Then in the short-term time frame, we had quite a correction. I'll show you guys on the daily time frame. We had quite a correction, 50% or over 50% correction. But then while we have that correction, we form kind of like a falling wedge formation as well, which we broke out right now. So it looks like Dash wants to go higher. And I see this as a very bullish sign, because from a price structure, I think this is the first wave. A, B, C correction, and now that's the second wave, and now comes potentially the third wave, and the third wave is often most bullish. So I think Dash really can go on a crazy rally right here. At least that's how it looks for now. Nothing is definitely guaranteed in this sense, but this just looks very clearly like a wave 4. So I would say this as a wave 4, which is followed by a wave 5. That's how I interpret these wave counts. These wave counts are less clear to me before this wave 4, but this is very clearly a wave 4, very choppy, not deep corrective wave. The wave 5 looks extended, so after wave 5 a correction has to come, which I think is an A, B, C correction that we finish. We right now break the falling wedge. This is what I make of it with my Elliott wave theory knowledge. But if you have knowledge about this, guys, let me know. But I think that eventually this could be then the second wave, and we entered into a third wave, and eventually this can go way higher, I believe. Also, guys, another token that is mentioned a lot in the wealth transfer communities is Shiba Inu. And Shiba Inu, I mean, this is also looking pretty interesting, right? We have this support level that we are touching right now. We did it in May 2021. We really took off from these levels. From the lows till the highs, we took off with 1600%. Here also, in this case, we also took off from this support level. Right now, we are seeing a reaction from that support level as well. I'm still holding my sheep, so I'm holding still here. Thing has been going down, very ugly. Portfolio in that case coming down. I'm not selling because I still have somewhere the belief that that something good is going to happen. So I'm going to stick with that, to be honest. But yeah, I should have sold when we were breaking down right here. I didn't do it, but nevertheless, right now I'm continue to hold because I just like this support level. And I also, guys, I see some videos recently online about the wealth transfer, people with prophetic visions and stuff, and I do want to share a little bit about that, as we haven't really talked that much about it recently on the channel. I did talk about it on my other channel because I do have some ideas on what is happening. But the story that I'm hearing right now from some different YouTube channels is that around Christmas time and Q1 from 2026, they've seen some charts really breaking out and doing some crazy multiples. But that they also say in these videos that the pumps don't last that long. So that it's very important to take profits. I think that as well, because right now there is just a high chance. We gotta be realistic in that sense. There's a high chance, guys, that Bitcoin topped for this cycle, and that 2026 is going to be a choppy price action. It's either sideways price action, choppy, or we are going to see a more corrective. Well, you don't want to sit the whole year watching your bags going a little bit lower, right? So if we do get these pumps in December or Q1 January, I would say take some profits here and there, right? Take some profits, get some liquidity into something else, just to make it easier whenever we are potentially seeing that 2026 is going to be less bullish. I'm also going to be of the fact, of course, that you should not be all out of the markets, because if the crazy situation happens and we are getting closer to the situation where we're just going to see fiat currencies completely collapse and crypto sort of taking over, then if you do not hold any crypto, then you're basically screwed, right? So there is also a scenario where these fiat currencies collapse, and they don't even need to collapse, but maybe people yearn so much for freedom because they are so stuck in the fiat system and they are not able to move their money because of the restrictions and so forth, that they are forced to go to cryptocurrencies, even if they are not, they never heard about it before, low chance, but they are forced in their behavior to go to cryptocurrencies because they don't get the freedom. They cannot transact with the regular financial markets because of the regular financial system, because of the restrictions. So there are multiple scenarios that I can see unfold in the future where people just flee to crypto and where things would just go in crazy amounts. So keep that in mind, right? Just have diversified things, have maybe a little bit of a wealth transfer back, so to say, have some crypto in there, but also make sure that you take profits here and there, because even though sometimes it feels that it's very close, right, it might take 1 or 2 years, and then for those times we want to have some liquidity, and we also want to capitalize on moments where things are like for example this drop, that you can buy things very cheap. But yeah, these were really good buying opportunities at these lows, so to say. So yeah, guys, this is basically my thoughts on the markets right now. Interestingly is also there's some news that there's a very good chance Trump names new Fed chair before Christmas. Well, that maybe aligns a little bit with a new narrative, some positive vibes coming back to the markets, right? Maybe some Christmas rallies here and there. I think it's definitely possible. I think it is definitely possible, but I'm very curious about what you think about this as well. So this is just me sharing some raw thoughts on this matter. I actually feel personally, when I see these videos again from these people talking about it, I personally sense a feeling of, I can really get to that. I resonate with that. Let's say it like that. I resonate with that. I could see that in the charts. I could see some altcoins definitely taking off. They are at pretty levels where in previous times they also took off. Maybe it happens a little bit faster than in previous times. So we got to be watchful for that. But also I want to be on the realistic side that we do see a big sell-off in Bitcoin that we should not deny, which also can mean that we have seen the top for this cycle. And therefore I'm saying as well, and I'm going to do that as well, take profits here and there on pumps. If things are going to pump and we are going to see unsustainable pumps like we have seen in the past with some cryptos, just going up like 50%, 100% in a day, I'm definitely going to take some profits, even though some positions might still be under my entry point. I'm not sure about that. I have to see, of course, which tokens all in all. But I definitely, for 2026, I definitely want to have some cash aside. That's my main point. Guys, that was it for today's video. We need this video, guys, to get a little bit more hype. Drop a thumbs up, drop a comment, just type something, press enter. I really appreciate the effort, you guys. For the ones that I want to trade, of course, I'm having a partnership with Apex Omni, decentralized exchange of Bybit. Very good decentralized exchange. You have self-custody when you use that exchange, which means that there is no KYC. You don't have any problems with withdrawing any funds, because that is a decentralized system. If you like to trade on Apex Omni, you like to try it out, you can just connect your MetaMask, join with the affiliate link down below. You'll get a 5% discount on your fees and a 10% on top of your regular airdrop points that you generate, which you can generate until the end of December. Also, guys, you have 2 days left to get a premium plan on TradingView with the massive Black Friday discount of up to 80%. Definitely check that out. I will leave a link to TradingView down below as well. You're supporting the channel if you are subscribing on TradingView using that link. But nevertheless, if you use that link, yes or no, doesn't matter. If you are a professional trader, if you like TradingViews, you should definitely use this opportunity, because you can just get a very good deal, which is only this time of the year, which will of course count for the whole year because you get a yearly plan. Check that out, guys. I want to wish every single one of you a beautiful day today. I hope to see every single one of you in the new video. And yeah, guys, that was it for today. Bye bye.